Hey guys, Andrew here, and I have to talk to you guys today about a topic that's really been grinding my gears lately: graphics card prices. It's just about impossible to build a gaming PC these days because of it. And there's really only one thing to blame for all this crap: cryptocurrency miners. And for those of you watching, this is pretty much going to be a talking head rant about this nonsense. But I do have some suggestions for manufacturers that can ease pricing for the average consumer. Firstly, for those of you who have been living under a rock for the past year, Bitcoin, a popular e-currency, has been hitting all-time highs, skyrocketing to just under $20,000 by December of last year, which, considering one Bitcoin was worth about $900 at the beginning of the year, was pretty impressive. I'm sure it made a lot of people money. But the constant increase in worth led every Tom, Dick, and Harry to clear out shelves upon shelves of graphics cards, both from online retailers and brick and mortar stores like Fry's and Micro Center. They started first with the AMD RX line, the 480 and the 580, moving on to the 470 and the 570 models. And then it just spiraled out of control to the point where miners had literally bought out all of the graphics cards regardless of price, manufacturer, or efficiency. For those who are not too sure how graphics cards allow miners to mine for Bitcoin, basically, a prospective miner builds a system involving a decent processor and graphics card, oftentimes a multi-graphics card setup. They then download a mining app like Bitcoin Miner, BTC Miner, or CG Miner, run it, and it uses their computer's resources to perform complex calculations as a way of auditing other Bitcoin transactions, which turns out graphics cards do a really good job at. With all the graphics cards being bought up, the economic laws of supply and demand kick in. Prices go up since demand is high and supply is low. Yay, everybody else. Let's take a look at some prices on Newegg right now for what I would consider to be an entry-level graphics card for, let's say, first-time to intermediate buyers. NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 cards are averaging about $530 to $630, which is double the original MSRP, which I believe was around $279. Now let's see how Team Red is doing. The RX 580 has even worse pricing, with pricing as high as $840, almost triple the MSRP. And the story goes the same as we go up in tier. Mid-range graphics cards like the 1070 are upwards of $1,000. On average, the mining craze has driven graphics card prices to double what they should be. And this is cause for great concern because when the fad ends and Ethereum and Bitcoin are no longer lucrative, it could end the graphics card industry. Graphics cards abandoned by miners will begin to flood the secondary market, which will render new, off-the-shelf cards obsolete because of more competitive pricing from the used parts sellers. And as far as prices are concerned, don't expect them to go down anytime soon either. The graphics card companies are not stupid. They will continue to milk the increase in prices until their businesses are dead and buried. Even if the demand decreases significantly, they're not obligated to reduce their prices to their original MSRPs, so don't be surprised if after this whole Bitcoin mess stabilizes, that graphics cards end up being about $100 to $200 more expensive than they were a year ago. I know I've played the part of town crier and doomsayer about these events, but Bitcoin has already started to crash. It decreased to about half of its highest worth and sits at about $11,000. This happened almost overnight because, unlike a normal economy, prices can fluctuate with Bitcoin like the wind. But there are things that can be done to help fix this issue. First, graphics card manufacturers can begin designing cards that are just absolute crap for mining, but perform normally for games, and still offer cards which perform well in both areas for a premium. This lets system builders continue to build for a reasonable price, and it can continue to give miners what they want. Win-win, and everybody gets to make money. The other, less fun option is to increase the power consumption on cards to high enough that it would act as a deterrent to miners, since it could make their electric bills high enough to make the prospect of mining just not worth it. This last one is definitely a stretch, but at this point, I seriously fear for the graphics card industry as a whole. If Bitcoin continues to fall, cards will get abandoned, and the used market could do some serious damage to the graphics card manufacturers. But tell me what you think. Do you think there's any merit to my rant here, or do you think I'm completely paranoid and completely off base? Let me know down below in the video's description. This was Andrew with Circuits Anonymous, and I'm done ranting.